Well, hello to every single one of you. How are you all doing today? It's really important that I ask. I hope you all are doing fantastic and all those good things. I always wish the best for every single one of you. And I hope you all wish the same for me in kind, because this game likes to nod my sanity nowadays. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Anno 117. I feel like I want to just take it easy to the best of my ability, and normally when I say that, I do jinx myself. However, I really have been paying attention, and I have been kind of shying away from the whole beauty building aspect of this entire playthrough. And I should practice, really, because when the Mega Island comes out, I'm planning on doing a massive mega city or mega monstropolis, whatever you want to call it, for the Imperium on that incredible island. And that is going to be a full-on beauty build, so I should practice from right now. I want to show a couple of ideas that I have. I don't know if I can do them all, because obviously we don't have access to the marble roads, for example. But I'm going to do my best when it comes to that particular island to have it all be marble, have an insane economy, which means we're probably going to have to work in Albion for quite some time to make sure we do have enough cheese and enough cloaks and chariots coming for our people over there. And it would be considered the Imperium's major hub. So Imperianopolis has its own area in the lore, and then whatever is going to be the name for the mega island, that too will also have its own little spot. So we are going to work with beautification as much as possible today, and really, if we happen to come across any ships for sale, we'll get them. The AI seems to be very, very aggressive in fighting Voada at this point, so... Oh, I see why I had that little road there to begin with. So if we get them, we get them. If not, what I'm planning on is really boosting my reputation as much as possible with the Imperial Overseer. What do you want? A defensive... Well, you want a defensive pack now? How about no? Because you're actively hindering my progress. I want to try my best to improve our reputation with the Imperial Overseer, because we do need to fight Atherd later on again. And the only way to really do that is to make sure that our rep is high enough so he, or rather she, excuse me, she will not get involved. And if she does, it won't be too much and too fast, because I don't really want our reputation to tank a hell of a lot. So we're going to be putting down a whole bunch of beautification type stuff today, and we just sit back and talk, you know, we're just going to have fun. I think it would be kind of cool if we have one of each over here. And I'm hoping with the Mega Island, there's going to be more mods for, you know, beautification and stuff like that, because I tend to look at the screen here and I'm like, what am I planning on putting next? What can I put next, rather? In 1800, I didn't obviously have that issue. And when I fully got into 1800, I guess this is important to mention, it was kind of around the time where Crown Falls was officially released. So you can tell, like, I'm dated. Not really. But it was definitely a very fun time. But at the same time, I had no clue what the hell I was doing. And I recently received a comment on one of my guides from from way back, essentially saying, like, yeah, you know, I've been in this rut when it comes to the game. I've uninstalled it like twice because I get so frustrated. And believe me, I've been there. I've experienced it. You're not alone when it comes to all of that. I have uninstalled Anno 1800 multiple times before. I am not ashamed to admit it. I have become very pissed off at the game because I didn't fully understand it. And when I would watch, like, you know, my favorite content creators, which still are my favorite content creators even to this day, like Taka and the various, it was just so easy for them. And I'm like, what in the hell are they doing, and why can't I wrap my head around this? So I made a promise with myself when if the stars align that the channel did take off, which it has, and I really appreciate you guys for, you know, even giving me this opportunity, that I was going to do my damnedest to make these games look easy and for you to want to get involved and learn how to properly play it. And I believe to an extent I have succeeded. I believe so. I think there's definitely some areas that I myself have to work on, and that is more so with my own explanations and sticking to the subject matter and not going on a tirade. Like, what the hell is that? What is that? What do you mean I can't build here? What is the... I don't understand this. Wait a minute. Hold on. Are you insinuating I can't build anything in this area? What is this? I'm so confused. What is this block meant to signify? What's happening here? It completely messed up my beautification. Okay, whatever. I guess it is what it is. Moving on. But yeah, along with that, I do also want to give a little bit of an announcement here. I do want to try and play around with some other games that I do personally enjoy. And what I'm thinking about doing is making the Sunday slot be for just that. To test out some additional things for the channel, see what sticks. As an example, I did record a video for EU4 for the first time in a while. If you guys don't know this, I actually started this channel to an extent with EU4 content. So be quite penetrated by your kindness if you go and check it out at least. It is about a RuneScape mod that is not very well known in the game. And the mod author has done such incredible work with it. And truth be told, whenever I have that need to just jump into EU4, I boot up that mod and I just have fun. It's really cool. So if you played RuneScape back in the day, you might enjoy it. It's really cool. Along with that, I do want to also, if you're at this point and you're new here, please start checking out the channel anyway. Quite penetrated by your kindness and all the good things, because I do want to continue building this incredible community with you all, and every single one of you guys make it worthwhile every single second when I get over here and I record one of these videos. Really, the channel is made possible by you, so I want to make sure that I always do my best for you all, and I hope I'm succeeding. I'm doing my damnedest to learn as much as possible and have fun with it, because if you're not having fun with it, obviously your audience is going to be the one to pick it up. No one should ever insinuate that anyone's audience is stupid and they don't pick up on cues like that. They definitely do, and you should never treat your audience like that anyway. Take that. Pro advice. I don't know if I could say pro advice, but pro advice, I guess I will. Don't do that. Don't do that at all. Thank you. Now, where are we? I was over here. I'm thinking about putting some muddy ground. I'm not really explaining what I'm doing, just kind of putting little bits and pieces together. This whole area is empty. Can I put one of those? Oh, wait. Yeah, there we go. Have a little walkway through there. Nice and tranquil. Nice and tranquil indeed. Another thing I want to do is at least attempt to boost up the amount of people who come to watch the Twitch streams, because it's not necessarily for the content that's being streamed over there. It's more so an opportunity for me. That's the best opportunity, rather, I can say it this way, for me to get to know you guys and to know that you're present, because I really take it seriously to get to know as many of you as I can through the comment section. And naturally, it's only if your schedules do align with the Twitch streams. I know they're kind of in a weird time slot, honestly. I don't know what would be the most ideal one for the channel, so I keep asking, like, what would be the best for you guys. At present, they are on Wednesday, Friday, and Sundays between 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. on Pacific Standard Time, because that's essentially where I am based. So if there is a need, like if we get a huge amount of people tuning in, then trust me, I will do what I can to adjust my own schedule to make sure that I accommodate for every single one of you, because you guys are all really important to me and I really want to interact with you all as much as possible. And we have fun on our Twitch streams, and the guys who actively join in will second, third, fourth that. It's always been a fun time every single time, and normally it's Zara and I that just like poke fun at one another, really. And on the days that I'm Twitch streaming by myself, I enjoy talking to you guys regardless. So if you want to check it out and you haven't followed quite yet, the link is also in the description and all the good things. Let me see what we can do here. Oh, you know what? I think this might look kind of nice if it wants to turn. Not really. I guess you're just gonna stay put like that. Why aren't you turning? We turn... Why do I like that? I'm actually in favor of this. Yeah. Cool. And a cool tree there. Nice. Maybe the game will allow us to have a nice, calm session for once. I don't know. I mean, my whole shtick here is I rage like no tomorrow at a city builder, and in fact, when I was when I was starting off the channel, watching those YouTube gurus and saying like, hey, you need to come up with like a niche or something to distinguish and separate yourself from everybody else in your own field. I'm over here like, what in the actual living hell am I gonna do? How is that even possible? And then I realized something. I rage at a city builder. Who else does that? No one. So I found the niche, and I definitely tell people that I am certifiably crazy, or the way that the late great Robin Williams said it, legalize insanity. So yes, I do take that very seriously, and I'm never going to be changing that part of me whatsoever, regardless of how large I get. Doesn't matter. I know who I am, never gonna change. There's no reason to do so. I hate it when somebody, and I've followed content creators over the years that I've really, really, really loved, and they just changed when the fame hit them, and it pissed me off to no end, dude. It pisses me off. Even thinking about it pisses me off. Because I'm like, you have worked so hard to reach this point, and I can tell now because I'm always in it. You have worked so hard to reach a point to be recognized in this way, in a large, in a grand fashion. Let me say it that way. And you change, you screw that up. What the hell? Why are we also? How fast is it? 1:02? I don't know. At any rate, that's just not me. I've never been that way. I've always been who I am, and I will always stick to being as such. There's no point in changing. What do you want?
Your judiciousness.
We do like knowledge, and we do have a plethora of hand mirrors over there, so which would be better, in fact? That's a lot of money tied behind hand mirrors, if I'm being honest with you. I'll just give him the money. Who are you? Ironic interviewer. Where'd you go? Oh. For iron mines and range, knowledge area effect +1. Well, good thing is, like, the knowledge is not bad. We're gaining a decent amount here. What contracts do you have? Who are you? Inflammatory? No, don't care. Boar Whisperer. Okay, there you go. Sausages chain in range, 35% plus productivity. I like that. Oh, so there are, we just need, and I know John mentioned this, that database needs to be updated so I can see what specialists are in this game. This is the one big question mark that I have over my head when it comes to the specialists in Anno 117. I still remember perfectly how to handle every single one of the specialists in 117. No, I'm sorry, in 1800. Here? No way. I'm so confused. But you know what fixes confusion? A barrow right over here, and a lovely banner placed right with it. Banner. Banner. This is a very prestigious location. We go back over to the generic stuff, and we'll put some additional trees back here. So yeah, I just feel like there should be no reason to change when you're a content creator. I know, like, as time goes on, there's going to be, like, different ideas and, you know, different opportunities that are thrown towards people. I mean, you do become that celebrity status, okay? That is essentially what it transpires and rolls into. But people find you for a reason, they like you for a reason, so why in the hell would you ever change to be somebody you're not? Like, raging when you never raged before. Trying to think about what else. The ideas, like the type of way that you give your commentary, how come that is different from what it was before? Being so upbeat and that people can tell that it's like complete BS, you know? Being clickbaity. Oh, no. I have followed some people for many years who then later turned into clickbait YouTubers, and I refuse, I like completely refuse to click on their videos. Oh, you know what might have looked nice over here? But you know, if it works for them, you know, that's great. I'm okay with that. Bottom line is, I'm never gonna turn into somebody that you guys are no longer gonna recognize. That's my promise to everybody. That's just who I am. Let's go ahead and bring this up there. In fact, that looks very pretty. Finally, can use this walkway in a nice fashion. And I do like this little bend here. Good, good, good. Maybe we can put a couple more trees about along the edges. Not particularly. Maybe that there. Want an obelisk right here. And then maybe a Celtic idol down here. Nice. I'm not going to work in spots like these because in the event that we do need to expand our population size, that is where we're going to be using the space for. Trying to look down here. This confuses me. I legitimately have no reason why that is acting the way that it is. Alright. And I don't think, as far as like Anno 117 is concerned, I don't believe that they're ever going to be bringing... This is like a topic that goes from way back when I was discussing the validity of a Docklands type DLC for the game. I don't believe I mentioned it aloud, but I was thinking about it. And I personally don't think that they're going to add something like that with this game, or rather, they shouldn't. I think that's pretty much a better way of going about it. They shouldn't add a Docklands type DLC to this game because I think it's just easy enough to get the resources you need in here, just as is. And Docklands itself was very divisive with the community just even when it came out, because, I mean, the amount of stuff that you can get from the Docklands simply by trading is ridiculous, okay? It's absolutely bloody ridiculous. You can take, I don't know, just spitballing here, you can put a whole bunch of scooters or even put in elevators, which I took the latter approach. I took the elevators into the Docklands and essentially become ridiculously strong to the point that you can bring in everything in the damn game just as is. Is this still working at 100%? Damn, I made that work. I don't know why I'm building this, but I did want to have like some sort of castrum type area. Not castrum, like maybe a forge area, and I think this really works. So I don't believe that they will bring something like that over to 117, or at the very least, I don't think it's necessary. But there are certain things that I would want to push for, specifically commuter piers. I think that's a great idea, especially when it comes to the mega island that's coming out. I really think introducing a commuter piers, or a commuter pier type system, would work very, very well. Just overall, you know, because having individual islands, okay, and I don't remember if 1800 had this before or if it changed to have it. I'm not certain. If the people who purchased the game when it first came out could probably answer this better than I can. But when you have a settlement that is supposed to be like your capital, let's take, for all intents and purposes, Imperium. If you have a huge settlement like that, it is your equivalent of, say, Crown Falls, okay? You're going to be wanting to focus all of your attention on that area and use that as a workforce launching point towards other locations. So, would they be bringing something like that into 117? I personally think that they should. I believe that there is, in fact, a mod that enables something like that, and if that's definitely a thing, I would be very, very interested to, you know, have it going when we do have the mega island. I think just for immersion purposes, it makes sense. Along with that, it just, overall, it's not going to be as much of a hassle to get your production chains going because you will have a population size ready to utilize everything that you need to have be built, pretty much. Because if you notice, like, even in this playthrough, we've really been struggling to try to get, like, a decent population size in order to just get the basic stuff going. And I think if you bring in a commuter peer system with 117, a lot of your problems are solved. It wouldn't fix everything. That's not what I'm trying to get at. It will definitely fix a lot, though. I'm not going to be building any ships, really, from these, I don't think. But I do like having 2 of them be put down here. I don't know. I kind of want to build a nice little dock area here. Because the other side kind of screwed me, so I want to see what if I can do something over here. Don't like that little bit, but whatever. See about getting... Oh, road there is going to be messed up. I will try to take the road through here. Is that possible? Yeah. Do that. Excellent. I had to be a little careful because you are not happy. Why are you not happy? You can go here. You'll be happier here. Excellent. Boom. That way I can put a whole bunch of the paving down here and should be good to go. Right. There's a little bit more room there. Just gonna take a look, see if it's not being impacted. Nope, it's not at all. Great. You can probably bring over some concrete in order to get this all sorted as well. Oh, you can build underneath that? Huh, I didn't know that. Cool. Let's see what happens over here. Are you gonna show me something crazy? What do I kind of like this, though? Bring that to here. And then we'll extend it out to, like, maybe here. Okay. Do also have some room to play around over on this side. But my question now to you guys is, what is a mechanic from Anno 1800 that you would like to see be brought in to 117? Apart from commuter peers, apart from tourism, there's no damn way that we're going to have tourists here. I genuinely, wholeheartedly deny and will block that. Just kidding. I wouldn't be, like, totally opposed to it because they do like to spend a lot of money, and we do like money in this household, so more power to them. So if they want to join in, for sure. But what is a mechanic, legit, real talk, that you guys would like to see be brought to Anno 117 that was something that you really liked in 1800? There's so many. So I know that might be a little bit of an unfair question, naturally, but still give it your best shot, and I'm totally down to have a conversation about it. I wish I had, you know, I guess I can only put down trees here. That would make a little bit of sense. Big tree. Just because it's a forge area doesn't mean we can't make it look nice. In the best way we know how, I guess. Would a barrow in here make sense? I don't really think it would.
A fire has started in your city.
Well, if a fire wanted to start in the city, this is the best place for it to happen. Okay, where did it actually start? It started up there. Okay, well, you know what's really cool? We have a fire station around. Yeah, and we can hopefully get to every single one of them, right? I think so. Yeah, we did. Look at that. Look at that pre-planning. But our finances are going down. I don't know what's happening here. What's going on? Whatever it is, it's on Valentia, because that's the only place that has... Who is fluctuating? You have everything you want, right? There's soap. We're not bringing togas. Unless we try to bring in something else. It's weird. Let me take a look, see the populations here. If the mercators and the nobles fluctuate, then I'll know who to look at. Aldermen, they moved a little bit. Smiths, okay, Waters, they moved. Let me fast forward it. That's another way of looking at this. Okay, yeah, so it's... Oh, there we go, Mercator. Oh, okay. So what happened? What's going on?
Shoes of reed are better than none shoes at all.
That makes no sense. If we have everything, their population should not waver. What about the waters? They're fine too. Well, I mean, they don't have the bardic heart, that's fine. But everything else is okay. So why are we having fluctuations?
They held an impromptu horse fair at the forum. We nearly voted for a horse, but there were too many naysayers.
I mean, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Don't know where the rest of this stuff is happening at. Because nothing is moving, but we're losing out on money. It's really weird. It could also be having production chains be, like, completely maxed out. Like, we have a lot of bread here. The only way for... Oh, that might be the reason. Okay. Okay, I figured it out. If that building isn't working, we're not getting the extra denarii from it. Oh, right. See, I done figured it out myself. I'm a smart boy.
A song makes it easier.
Kind of keen on trying to... No. I'm just happy that there are some specialists in the game that we can pull from like that. All right, what's happening over here? Why are we bringing you here?
Someone tried to steal and sell off our wine rations.
Oh, who are you?
Very unpopular right now.
Prestige if cloaks are supplied. That's in fact not bad, but there we go. Seafaring. Fire safety if trousers are supplied. Aqueduct basins in range. Yeah. I'm gonna do my best to wrap my head around all of this. By the time that island is out, I will be so good. Guaranteed. That's normally what happens. When I eventually get to a point in which I'm so frustrated on trying to learn something, I will just do what I can to figure it out to death. It more than likely is not the healthiest attitude, I dare say, but I do tend to act that way to figure something out fully. Just so I can be as knowledgeable as possible on the subject at hand, obviously. Go do that here. We can put that there and that here. I heard a forged ignite, and that was kind of sick. So what is this? Well, at least you're maxed out. That's a good thing. What is this? Oh, that's the wire twister. Really do like these forges. We haven't really taken the time to appreciate them up close, and that is a fault on my end, not for you. We have some chopped down trees here. Okay, that is interesting to see. But we can put something out here, maybe. How about a lovely hollow tree, and then another... Well, I feel like they can have fountains. Who says they can't have fountains? They can definitely have fountains. Tree. Can I put trees over that so I don't see them anymore? Yeah. We need some banners here. Banner. Awesome. Have some more banners over on that side, too. There's so many banners in here. I really like this. It's very pretty. Seeing as how this is the location for the United Clans, pretty much, of the Imperium, I believe we should put down some additional banners, specifically for them, because they are our master shipbuilders. It just makes sense. And I kind of take some buildings like the rope makers here as beautification. And even when it comes to farm fields, I know I mentioned that before too. Farm fields are also really pretty. When you put them in really nice spots, they're incredible. So these ones being rope makers right alongside the water's edge, or this area here, it makes sense in my crazy brain. So I do hope that you will take this particular idea and roll with it. Let's see what we can put over here. We can have some services also act as beautification too. So obviously like a poop shack over here. Oh, you know what would have been nice? If I could have put a watchtower around here. Because this is a very important area, right? Do we need a road to this? I think we do. Yeah. Shoot. Well, I messed that up. We can put a watchtower here. Which way would you be facing? Let's see where the guy's sitting. Okay, yeah, you're looking outward. That's good. And then a well, probably. A well would work really well over here. No pun intended. We're going to need a little bit more on our workforce because we just built those buildings that also do need a workforce. That is an interesting gameplay mechanic. I would imagine it was like thought about quite a bit before like it being implemented, because every living thing has some sort of workforce tied behind it. It can get a little bit too much at times, I guess. Like, I'm not opposed to, for example, the Vigilies having a workforce requirement, but I don't think we need to have 2 people working in the poop shack. That's just me. We can have 2 employees, but they don't have to be working at the same time. Oh, we haven't really put some of these down. What would make sense for them? Maybe like one here. Put one there. Just put one in the center here, because they illuminate at night. They're not a lot, but they definitely do. Let's see. Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, this whole area is just like fire and no tomorrow. Like, everything's going to be illuminated, but it is pretty. Going up into the settlement over there, very nice as well. Go back over to the normal view, noon mode, so we can all sit. Whoa, that was bright. My eyes. What does this provide us? 1 health and belief. We have 1 health and 1 pop. Oh yeah, that's not bad either. Could probably have a Shrine of Ceres around here. Oh, that's in fact a nice spot, isn't it? Where can we put a couple of these shrines? I can bring the concrete over to make that happen. Oh, what the crap? What are these guys missing out on? Wait, hold on.
Can't make tools out of thin air.
Oh, because they're maxed out already. Okay, well that's definitely a thing.
As full as a finch's nest.
Huh? We are maxed out on weapons? That's weird. Oh, I didn't want to... Okay, that's why. They're still loading. Is that bugged? It's slowly going up. What is happening here? I'm so confused. That's a first for me. I've never seen this before. Like, if I fast forward it and they bring in more... That is way too long. What the hell? Are you kidding me right now? Okay. And now you're What the hell was that? Have you guys run into that before? That's really crazy. Okay, that's probably going to be fixed up at some point, I hope. Or it might just be the amount of goods that my guys are bringing in, but I've never seen a warehouse take that long to get its goods, honestly. That's a little bit weird. 3 of those. Couple of these. That's also nice. So yeah, we pretty decent area now. It looks great. A lot of the workforce being tied behind them, it kind of sucks with these gates. But you know what I'm gonna do? I don't want to have these guys here. Might be able to work on something in that little area. And if anything, if we have more soldiers pop out, we will probably just take him to another one of our islands. Ditchwater has a lot of open ground, so we can just have all of our guys pop up over on Ditchwater. It's a great idea. Okay, why are we at 917? Who is fluctuating again? No one is moving, yet we're losing out on money. This is legit insane. It could very well be the fleet as well. How expensive are they? 171, 71. Yeah, that's where a lot of the money's tied behind, I guess. Yeah, what other contracts do you have? Useless stuff. Go over here, see what you got.
Home of the second Augusta. Poor, brave souls.
Hunting cabins and fisheries, workforce needed, upkeep costs. Blech.
Behold, my shining, brilliant city on the hill. My care Shroyd.
He does have a cool voice actor, I gotta be real. But there's no way in hell I'm giving him 61 tons of soap when I'm not even being able to make it. She is building up like no tomorrow. It's kind of scary.
Surprise visit?
1 ton bird tongues and aspic. Are you just wanting to sample? I can give you a sample. Sure. That's fine.
Only the humble retreats of our
Absolutely not. You don't deserve the concrete. Who are you?
Ave, Rector Provinciae.
Okay, well, God bless. But, I mean, you're not... you're not getting any of that, and your specialist there kind of sucks. So let me fast forward it to see what else is going to be there. Yeah, it's definitely the buildings.
People are ailing.
And for some reason, this freaking settlement is, like, non-stop having illnesses out the wazoo. It's crazy. Like, there's no way I can get back here to this guy unless I do this. There we go. Now we can. It's kind of weird, too, because, like, 483 plus... I'm not saying I'm not looking for nothing to happen, okay? That's me being totally transparent. The extent in which it is different. The frequency is quite high. What other individuals do you have now? People arm and range, prestige, area of effect, eel grabber, no. It's like, that would be... Wait a minute. Okay, question. How are you even meant to make this work? Because the eel grabbers have their own radius. That's okay, that's weird. Iron mines don't care. Goods transfer speed, no. No, thank you. Okay, we already saw that. Let's see what Manx has, because he's going to swap it out here in a second. Same with that. Fur hats, all that. No, thank you. What is going... Ship! Mine.
I don't spit on a good offer.
Awesome.
through the waves.
I got me another ship. Another cool ship. Where did we put the other one? Oh, we put it over here, didn't we? There is a fly flying around me, and I can't grab it. There it is. Did I legit grab it? Holy crap, I did. I got cat-like speed and reflexes. Don't mess with me. So why are we at minus 19? Oh, because of the workforce. Yeah. You'll love to see it. We knew this was gonna happen. Because they need Mercator workforce. Downgrade all of them. But we can get rid of another one of their Quinquiriums.
Possibly require.
Your people are ailing.
We need to take 1 bird tongue in aspect over for Licia Ma because she's hungry, apparently. So these guys, the population, if the bread is supplied in this office, is not even going to matter. We have one in here. We just need to increase our prestige of the island, but it is pretty small in comparison. I might move off these guys because they are water workforces, and I feel like we can have a bunch more houses and such in the front there. That way we can keep these guys at the Mercators, I believe. But it is such an interesting gameplay choice that in order to have this ship of anything function, you need to have Mercators and you need to have Waters. That's so crazy. And it's a little cheaper. I mean, this is the equivalent of a trireme, I do believe. So we'll sell off one of our ships, and that will make us a little bit more money, as she is going to constantly produce some more for us. Nice. Got another one. Happy to see it. And in fact, the episode's been going very, very calmly. I see. I'm capable of being calm, cool, collected. I can be like the other guys from time to time. And I say that from time to time. Don't get used to it. This isn't me every single day, okay? If I don't rage, if I don't go crazy, then you're not gonna have a fun experience. You're just gonna be like, oh my god, he's the exact same as everyone else. Yeah, exactly. I am who I am. I'm crazy by default, so yeah. What we're gonna do underneath there, I don't want the same tiling. Would make sense, but at the same time, not what I want. Maybe we have the Airbender logo. I kind of like this one. Yeah, take it to there. You'll get that little piece there. You get that little piece, and we can take it over to this side. And it's also crazy to think that on February 3rd, the channel is going to be 2 years old. So crazy, so surreal how time flies. Put that to here. That here, and this here. What is happening here? Whoa, 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 whoa. Excuse you? Oh, it's just as is. Okay, understood. Two years, man. Look at how much we built in 2 years. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Why are you still here? What was the plan? She has a lot of this stuff on offer. We are still bringing over bronze weapons and all that good stuff. I'm just... that big question mark over my head with regards to what happened here is really just... it's lingering, and I don't really know how to rationalize it properly. We should probably bring in some better specialists for these guys, though. They don't need bread, do they? No. Okay, wait. I have an idea. Who is constantly running out of goods here? Do we have enough of the...
I must request more materials.
Materials? Well, you're going to be getting more materials here soon. You still have enough bird tongues and aspect anyway. I'm trying to see... where are the... sausages are 151. Okay. Amphore is at 191. That's still pretty good. We have a decent amount of resources there. I want to make sure that this bakery continues working, because we're going to get money with that thing being constantly active, okay? And then the silver forges, so well, how much do you have? 173? That is working for us, so I don't need to worry about that too much. Oh, wait a minute. I should take the objective approach. Hold on. This is going to be a little bit weird to say, but we are going to downgrade these guys into ladders as well, but we're going to upgrade these guys around the bakery in its immediate area of effect to mercators, and that's going to make it, and once we start selling the bread a whole bunch, that they're constantly going to pay money for it, and the finances will go back up. It's going to be a little bit weird for a time, but don't worry, I've been in this situation before. So, upgrade them, upgrade them. Upgrade them. Okay, and... oh, crap! Shit. Went all into smiths, dude. All into smiths. I should pay attention to this. This is my fault. Do it all over again. Upgrade them, and upgrade them. Perfect. Now, we're going to downgrade these guys. We're going to downgrade them. Them and them. Okay. Perfect. Now, the nutshell is going to sell off our bread to Corvinus as much as possible. He can probably... well, here's what we can do. We can sell off the amphora, we can sell off the wine, and we can sell off the bread. All of those will be totally okay to do, because he'll, in fact, buy all of them, which is great. So you're going to sell some wine, you're going to sell some amphora, and you're going to sell some bread once I do find it. I don't know if you'll... how much do we purchase hand mirrors for? That might be a worthwhile investment, truth be told. I'm going to monitor this. But the bread for sure. We do need to sell all of that. Sell it to Whitecliff. Boom. So you don't need to be lingering down here. That'll give us some more money. Yeah, because even by doing so, the finances went up a little bit because this building is working, and that's +2 denarii for everyone within range. And I think, I could be wrong here, I believe this only functions, like this particular building, with buildings that use that particular resource. So the waters being around here, like these guys, they're not taking advantage of it. I could be wrong on that, but I believe that's how it works. I believe that's how it works. It would be a good idea if I pave the remaining roads here. Definitely over up here. I don't know why I neglected doing so, but it's okay. I'm doing it now, being a good boy. I can't fix that, but once I do extend the drains a little bit further, I don't even know if I can, because that's stuck there. And I'm not opposed to this, actually. It might seem a little weird, but I can live with it. Alright, this other ship should be up here, and we can sell it off, thank you. Which area do you have your workforce to? Carolindus? Oh, that's definitely gonna be great. That's 57 waters there.
She joins the formation.
Good. I'm glad she does, because she's a fine ship, Rantian made. You won't see its like anymore. Okay, Lycia Ma is hungry. We gotta take one bird tongue and aspect for her. I also do need to set minimum stocks for all of these. So yeah, purchase price 188, selling price 75. Not bad. He'll buy that for more. Okay. I want to see what Manx also wants. That's not a bad idea. Let's go and hand that in.
Unless I have to.
Well, you don't have to, but you're interfering anyway in my business. What do you want, dude?
Some Moreland low bellies off my hands. I don't think they're biters.
Dude, I can send over a ton of beer for you. Why am I in the trade game now? Is there another fly? Okay, I think I didn't catch that one. Unfortunately, I didn't catch that one. It's just flying around me. Damn it. Get away. Shoot. Okay, we need to make sure that we don't run out of... Most importantly, the wine. So you're going to be at 20. Then we also have the amphora, which we're going to set at... we'll set that at 15. Yeah, I like 15. I was going to say 20, but I think 15 might be better. And then the bread can go all the way down to like 10. That's a good idea, because we have plenty of flour in here, so that one bakery will work like non-stop now. And that indeed is making this a little bit easier for us. So I think I pretty much cracked the case here. Yeah. Oh, you have a specialist that you need to get, which is in the main harbor. Friggin' John over here saying he's got a Raider 3. I only have 2 Raider 2s, which is still fine. I want to see what the Raider 3 looks like. It's bound to be sick. But I do want to have, like, really good captains involved with this as well. It looks really cool. I like that we have a little bit of everything, and it's really falling in line with just what we're doing with this campaign. It's awesome. I'm gonna start on the beer as well, because we do have... Maybe we can sell off the drinking horns. Wait a minute, because your area effect is what? Where do I see the area effects? Hold on, I think it might be on the building itself. Does it tell you? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Where's a smith house? Give me a second. I need to... Maybe I'll figure this out too. There we go. Yep. Okay. So, is that just by default? Is it working just as is? Because, I mean, it's working now. It did go up a little bit. I don't know. Either way, I want to make sure all these buildings freaking work the whole time. But yes, now I understand. Is if that good is being supplied to these people, then... Let me see. I'm just going to look at the balance here for a second, the moment that this building starts working again. Yeah, it goes up. Okay, we need to make sure all of these production chains are online. Good. So we do have enough waters over here. I'm gonna build a civilian one. At least have these shipyards do something. And by doing so, we're gonna start selling some beer from here and drinking horns. I don't think Manx will buy the drinking horns, would he? No, he would just buy the beer, but we can also sell the drinking horns to Corvinus if we really, really want to. I don't know how much we can sell them for. Let me take a little look-see. They have a little bit of everything. The wire twisters, or the torques rather, I don't care about that. The pants, what do we get for the pants? I'm learning so much, and I don't know why I haven't ever taken the time to really figure this out by myself. Yeah, we need to sell the pants off too. Wait, we're maxed out? No, we're not maxed out with this fully, but it can help us. What's this? Okay, yeah. For sure the beer. For sure the beer, because there's plenty of smiths down here, and we need to make that happen. Absolutely. What's this one? Okay, horns and beer. We're gonna do that for sure. Let's get 2 ships going then. Excellent. We don't need to worry about legit making all these things. Who are you? Fur hats, chain, and range. So there are definitely guys that work in this. And I suppose when the Mega Island does come out, we are going to have some form of industrial island. Maybe have to bring that whole strat back. And that'll be okay. I'm totally fine with doing so. What do we have here? So if this building is not working, then we are not getting +1 denarii and +1 knowledge. That's why that no work. We get you 10. There's gonna be 1 ship that picks up drinking horns, comes over here, picks up the tunics, because I don't see anything else up in here that is really providing a bunch of money to us. What are we doing over here? What's happening? Yeah, when they stop, that's the issue. Okay. Interesting gameplay mechanic that I just found out. Wow. I feel like I'm going through a revelation here. That's crazy.
Waiting for your decree.
Where's that other guy? Okay, you are going to move into this ship. Very nice, very nice. And you can come back here. Technically speaking, they shouldn't even be here. They should be at Caerlindis. Yeah. We'll take them to Caerlindis. This is where we're going to have our unified fleet. So where are you right now? You can come over here. And you can come over here. There are some legendary specialists that you can put into these ships that are absolutely busted. I know I had like 2 or 3 in the veteran mode playthrough. I don't know if I'll be able to get them here, but it's still an interesting idea. Money is going down. What's happening? Who's fluctuating again? It's 1 place devoted to Cernunnos, but I don't know which island specifically. Who's missing out on something? You're good for the most part. You're also good. I feel like the...
That cheese is just spoiled.
There it is. And reach... Okay, so double whammy. Okay, I got you. Don't worry. At least I found it. And here I said I was just going to be doing beautification. Hey, at least I haven't raged like crazy, alright? That's definitely an improvement for your boy. And that's maxed out, so we need to get another bit of reach shoes. Where can we put the building? We have one there. We could use one up here, I imagine, because that's going to just make our people happier. Yeah. So this house is going to go away. This house is going to go away too. And we're going to put down a nice new shoe weaver right about here. And a couple of trees in between. That looks so generic. Ew. I know this is going to sound random as well, but I started watching a new show. Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. It's kind of interesting. I'm enjoying it, and I'm not the biggest Game of Thrones fan. Sorry if that hurts anybody. I've never been the biggest Game of Thrones fan, but I will say this one is intriguing. I like the character, Sir Duncan the Tall. Very, very funny character. There's one part, I know this might be a little bit of spoilers, but he's talking to his squire, Egg, and Egg's like, I don't know,
Construction of a ship.
11, maybe younger. Completely bald head, right? I know who the actual character is. I'm not going to spoil it for anybody who doesn't know about the story. Anyway, moving on. It gets to a point where Egg's just like, I'm just so puny, and Duncan's like, it's okay, you'll get bigger. And the conversation gets to a certain point where Duncan says, many people said that I was stupid. And normally when somebody says that, you're waiting for a follow-up, and Egg's like, and? He just looks at him and is like, and what? And what did you do when people said that you were stupid, sir? What business is of yours? Like, he takes it personally. Good. So now we have you. What you're going to do for me is you're going to sell a whole bunch of beer over to Manx. Or I'm just literally just going to call Manx Zara from now on because they look alike. And it's hilarious. Make sure to have a minimum stock of 15 beer up in this spot should be good. And now for you, what you will do is you are going to take drinking horns from here. What are the clan shields provide us? Oh, wait a minute. The roast beef might not be a bad one too. What about the cloaks? Hold up. All of these need to be checked before I pursue. Hold on. What are you? You're for chariots. Chariots will provide us +1 income and prestige in the area. Okay. Drinking horns for sure. Where are our... Okay, yeah. We need to sell off some cloaks as well. We'll sell off... Okay, the next ship is going to take cloaks and the horns from Caerlindis. We can... How much do you do? Population and all the... Oh, okay. I see what's happening. But it seems like the roast beef is fine. We can, like, sell off a little bit when we feel like it's necessary. Oops. Get rid of that. Where'd they go now? Okay. Drinking horns and cloaks. Thank you. And then you're going to go over here to tier and grab some tunics. Where are the tunics at? I think I passed them like twice, didn't I? Re-choose are there. At least we're getting one. Where are tunics at? Hello? I swear to God. There they are. They were right at the top. Unbelievable. And we're going to sell them off at Whitecliff. Establish that route too, please. Thank you. Let's make sure that we have minimum stocks of all of these because we don't want to run out. 15. I feel like I want to stick with 15 for these. 15 for you as well. Thank you. And that will ensure that our productions are going to constantly work. Same goes with, like, timber. We can also work to sell some of that off. But, in the grand scheme of things, not as important. Okay, nothing from here. Manx, you got anybody? We're about to sell you some beer, man, so you should be happy. You want pants? Oh, okay. We ain't gonna give you pants. Who are you? Denari for sinking ships? Huh? What the crap? You know what? Do it. Where are our ships at? I want to see these things in action. Not you. You two.
What could you possibly require?
There's one ship over here. I want to see them fight it. Get over here and fight that. And then we're going to be hit on multiple different fronts here. The other NPCs will deal with some. We'll have to deal with the majority because there's 4 of them down here. Please don't destroy my villa. That'd be really fantastic. Where are you going? I want to see, will our villa even attack it? No, it won't get in range. I don't think it will. Where are these guys at? We are on intercept with that one ship. I do hope that the NPCs will assist us in this matter. Where are you going? You are getting dangerously close to my guys, and I do not appreciate this whatsoever.
Neptune's finest! Ready!
Hot take, they should not say that either. They should have a different voice line.
Mariners! Forward!
Oh, yep, there we go. They're firing at us. That was a direct hit, and it did no damage. Oh, come on. Not this ship. Get it out of here. Get it out of here. Get it out of here. What the hell? Are you kidding me?
We advance!
Oh, 2 ships around. Yeah, it's a goner. It's a goner. Unbelievable. What is the... what are the chances that it spawns in here and takes all those goods down with it? Where are you going? I said attack that. Well, we're gonna have to build another ship.
We advance!
Not going until I see these things fight. Is that our ship? No, that belongs to Tarragon. Oh, we lost another one too?
Festina Lente.
Okay, great. We're getting some help from Ather Jorgwin.
Through the waves!
Finally. Yeah, I need to kill off this one before it destroys my harbor. Wait, I have another unit of axe bearers? That can go away. Totally forgot about it. RNG was not kind to me here. Damn, these things are no joke. What the hell?
Festina Lente. The die is cast.
They just waltzed on through, lost ships, but helped me out as a result of it. Cool. Should probably get in close enough for our
Neptune's finest! Ready!
archers to also get involved, yeah? I think that's a great idea.
Fortune favors the bold.
Because their scorpions are going to fire at us. Oh, their scorpions fired on that side, too. And there's another one coming. At least we take it a decent amount of damage. The heck? Oh, there's another one here. Is that the last one? No, it's over here. Jesus, like, how many more ships are you planning on killing off? Unbelievable. At least I have my fleet here. They'll be able to take care of the situation now. Unreal. I'll have to build both of those ships. And make sure this one doesn't die. Because I'm going to wait another hour in order to get another one. So, I'm going to dip out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Please consider like, commenting, subscribing, hitting that bell button, sharing it with your friends. Hyping the videos always helps, my friends. It was a chill episode. I'm happy we had it. And I got to get this ship to safety like right now. Hope you have a great rest of your day. And I'll catch you on the next one, my friends.